Hi everyone, it's Cherry Enchantress. I'm here with another flip a card, flip through review, and I'm flipping cards. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited to show you Sacred Earth Oracle artwork by Toni Carmine Salerno, who is one of my favorite impressionistic artists. I just adore so much his work, and I'm excited every day when I find a new discovery is that some art that I've always loved, like this one piece of art that I've loved for a long time, I discovered that it's his. I'm like, yes, why didn't I know that before? It's same with Josephine Wall, who does the Whispers collection, Whispers of Love and Nature's Whispers, and the other Whispers collection. She has the most incredible artwork that I resonate with too. Now, some of you who know me know that I am a realist. I love realistic art, and I look for the prettiest realistic art that I can find that's not necessarily, photo manipulation, although that works for me too some of the time. I really do love it when people who draw really realistically. Think it's beautiful, amazing, and it's my style too. And it's a work in progress, but yeah, I lean towards the realism. But when it comes to impressionism, these are my two favorite artists. So just wanted to point out a couple other decks that he has is the Heart and Soul Tarot, and also very well known Lover's Oracle. So you guys might recognize this one. Has a lot of great messages in it. Also, maybe a little known to some of you is that the Oracle of the Dragon Fae by Lucy Cavendish features a bunch of different artists, and also Toni's work is in here too. I was noticing it's just one one in there, but so many different artists in this that it's just really amazing. Okay, so let's take a look at the Sacred Earth Oracle. So of course when I got it, it was all wrapped in plastic. There's the lid. There's the bottom. Shows you a little sneak preview of the cards. Life on Earth is the ultimate success story. From a cloud of dust, our planet is now a celebration of creativity, innovation, persistence, and diversity. Consciously connecting to this tremendous resource that we can awaken us to deeper truths and bring us closer to divinity. We can learn so much by observing the ways of nature. Whatever the quandary, somewhere in its vast history, our Mother Earth has already solved it. Commune with the timeless wisdom and wonder of Mother Earth for practical and spiritual guidance. The illuminating vision of Toni Carmine Salerno the applied philosophy of Leela J. Williams, and the archetypal imagery of Helena Nelson Reed combined to take you on a remarkable journey of self-discovery to the greatest destination of all, our sacred Earth. Yes, this is an Earth deck. Okay, so this is... Oh, I just needed some more. I just needed some more beautiful images. So let's take a look at the guidebook. We'll go over the contents. The cards are in alphabetical order, which makes things easy. Just talking about limitations and then how to use things. Seekers and finders and contemplation and spreads, layouts, so on. Then we go into card meanings, and we have, okay, every deck has their own kind of like breakdown. So this one is earth meaning, spirit meaning, and insight. Okay. Oh, and there's a nice little poem. Shall I read this to you? My blue shadow. The soul casts its infinite blue shadow over the earth. Time awakens something in the heart. Like a dream that fits not into words, something is missing, someone is searching for something that never was missing. Life, the earth, and stars, everything we see is a reflection of a reflection, a projection of the divine nature within us. I cast my shadow over the earth, not knowing it was blue. What a wonderful color. I'm so close to you now. For these words transcend time and space. I'm so close and yet so far away, even from myself. For heaven and earth rarely meet. Too many reflections get in the way. Too many projections. We are all far from everything. We are all part of everything. We are one, yet divided into infinite parts. How strange life is, how amazing and confusing. Who would have thought that a shadow could be blue? Oh, he wrote that. What a lovely poem. Oh, I like him even more now. And some more beautiful poems. I can't wait to read you some more during these readings. Oh, look, he looks like a nice guy. So there we go, and there's the other ladies. And so that was pretty easy book. It was just pretty straightforward. I love the backs. The backing is Mama Gaia green, and nice and big and thick and hardy and smooth. I actually already dusted them so to make them easy to shuffle. I recommend powdering them with special powder. I think they've taken away talcum powder, or at least here they have, but you can use cornstarch. Okay, let's get busy with this flip through. So here we have absence, alchemy, alliance, balance, brilliance, center, clarity, connection, consistency. I love this. Context, core, dependability, discernment, efficiency, expectation, formation. Something is hitting my... Is it hail? It's like raining so hard against my window. Fortitude, fragments, friction. Such emotion in that face. Heat. Definitely feels hot. And influence. Listen. Magnetism. Moderation. Motion. Patterns. Perception. Perspective. So it's a little bit different than perception. Just a little. Potential. Preservation. I love this one. I have a kind of a strange not kink, it's just an attraction to skulls. Productivity. Reaction. Ready but waiting. I've learned something about waiting. Rediscovery. Renewal. Repetition. Revision. Revolution. Shift. Space. Specialization. Like that. Stretch. Me and my kitties took a kind of were laying down, all sort of napping, and we all stretched at the same time. Surface. Time. Unity. Have that one too. All right, so that pretty much sums it up. All I'm going to say is that it's big-ish, you know, but it's normal Well, it's kind of a little bit larger than a 3.5 by 5.5 oracle. Here's a regular size. Now that's even a big oracle tarot. Let's see if I can. Okay, here's a standard tarot size. So yeah, it's pretty big. So if you have small hands, it might be cumbersome, and it's not one that's easily trimmed, because look how far the artwork goes out. So otherwise I would have trimmed it, but if you can just like, this is how I shuffle big cards like this. Let me scoot back a little bit. I mean, there's all kinds of ways of shuffling, but if you can get your hands wrapped around it, then just a shuffle like that will do. Nice and easy, especially after you powder it. It's thunder. Sounded like something fell down like a... Okay, so no shuffling this way, that's too wide, but I'll shuffle at the smallest edge. Actually, my decks that I made, I have to shuffle this way, you know, vertically, because they're very long, but they're narrow enough that I can grasp them. And there you go. There's your message. So you have, oh, time and context. Ooh, this makes me think of the book that I've been reading. So The Power of Now by Eckhart Tolle. Yeah, big deep stuff. Ooh, I'm fancy. But yeah, so you guys recommend it. I recommend it. And it's about kind of the whole concept and context of time and how it doesn't really exist and stuff, which is a concept I already knew about way back when, and thankfully I learned it back when I did, but it's time to just like refresh things, you know. And there's a whole lot more depth to Eckhart Tolle's book that helps, you know, bring out more detail to this whole concept. The first time I heard it was through Linda Goodman, and she didn't go into huge super detail, but a little bit, enough to make me curious and go on this big book kind of journey, and one led to another, into a spiritual enlightenment in my early 20s. Anyway, so here we go again. So your message here is, ooh, and Uriel says, listen up. Interpreting one piece of the puzzle in isolation leads to error. Okay? When you just take things out of context, avoid reading too much into something. Taking in the fuller picture will take time and effort, but it will bring a perspective required. A flyaway comment or an aside means nothing on its own. An overreaction or misunderstanding causes unnecessary fireworks. Truer meaning comes with broader context, for sure. The spiritual meaning here is there's no need to discriminate, separate, or label things as good or bad. We are one spirit, one life, one breath, living one eternal moment. Dividing life into categories brings suffering and creates imbalance. Ours is a never-ending story full of new beginnings and adventures. Embrace it, live it, love it, be it, invent it, create it, believe it. Dramatize it, write about it, meditate on it, breathe it, and be healed and invigorated by it. Be joyful because of it, and above all, remember that you are it. Insight. Red sits at the end of the light spectrum and has the longest wavelength. When light penetrates water, red is the first color to be filtered out of the visible spectrum, and it's almost impossible to see in depths of 100 meters. In the deep sea, red marine life is all but invisible. The rusty red of Uluru in Central Australia, Monument Valley in USA, and the planet Mars is due to the presence of iron oxide. Likewise, blood is red due to the interaction of iron and oxygen. As red circulates in the veins of many animals, it is readily available to color their bodies for flagging danger, showing dominance as a mark of aggression, or in courtship rituals. Red mushrooms are dangerous, but strawberries are sweet. This plethora of meaning in the natural world is reflected in the human world, where red can symbolize love, anger, urgency, passion, frustration, heat, sexuality, willpower, embarrassment, and danger. Red can be an outstanding or invisible. It can indicate speed or signal to stop. Red is a free agent with no set rules, and here reminds us to put things in context. And it was funny, one of the things that I read in Linda Goodman's book about the color red, it's like, we got the wrong color for stop, because red's supposed to mean go. It's Mars energy and go, go, go. It's the color that's waved in front of the bull for him to charge it, right? So we probably shouldn't have used the color red to mean stop, but I guess it symbolizes urgency. I don't know. It's funny how we use color and sometimes the strangest contexts. Okay, now time. Time, time, time. See what's become of me. Well, okay. Bitterness or frustration over plans gone awry. That's the earthy meaning. Feeling it's too late, that you've missed out, or that things are not happening quickly enough. These are all of the concepts that are in the power of now. Comparisons lead to a sense of failure or lack of joy. Pining for youth or lamenting time lost through unwise choices. Set a priority or release yourself from anxiety by weighing up what will really matter in a week, a year, or a decade. Right? Sometimes we just get a little bent out of shape over the little things. Your spiritual meaning here is feelings, memories, and emotions rise and fall in the ocean of your heart. Like flotsam, they are surrendered to the shores of consciousness. A space clears and fills with light. The ocean in your heart is but a drop in the waters of creation, beyond the boundaries of time and space. Immersed, weightless. Let go, be free. Your insight is saying, our beautiful planet is timeless. Earth doesn't know what day or week. That's also addressed in the book. Day or millennium it is. The calendar we follow means nothing to her. The calendar you follow is but one way of capturing the passing of time. It is a construct, a filter through which we perceive our age or measure our progress through life. The sunrise doesn't wait for an alarm to ring. Life isn't measured by tricks and rocks and talks. Ticks and talks. Tick-tock. Life isn't measured by ticks and talks. How old would you be if you didn't know your age? If there was no such thing as too early or too late or one day, would it change how you see yourself? There are no expectations of where you should be right now, no milestones, no losing, no winning any race. Time cannot impede the turning of the tide, the changing of a season, or the birthing of a star. Outside of time, this moment is forever. Forever is now. The illusion is lost. Be whole, be present, be timeless. Oh, Spirit, you did it again. Spirit always does these fun little inside jokes with me, like throws out cards about what I'm actually thinking about right at this moment. But yeah, the book, and this is a great message for you. So if you don't actually go read the book, maybe you could buy this deck and really study the cards. Let it be a beautiful journey for you. But anyway, they're beautiful images to meditate on. So I hope you like it. And I think it's a decent, well, it's an awesome deck for readings. They're, like I said, they're large, but you know what? They make a nice canvas, this green background. And then if you laid other cards on top, it'd be a lovely background. Also good for Earth Day. Anyway, I approve. Lovely, lovely deck. And I'll see you guys around. Faith, Trust, and Pixie Dust.